of the years. He went into yesterday with the team of the years, and he didn't enjoy them. He went back to what he's used to, and now he seems to be back on winning ways.
And for a player to do that, you know, fair play. You know, he's made the change there. He's realised that it wasn't working for him, and he went back to what he knew, because those are the players that he used for the tournaments in Bucharest when he went back-to-back there, picked up back-to-back trophies for him. However, GoalMachine, I think, he probably didn't get the credit he deserved, you know, when the guys are kind of just breaking down this game. He's still unbeaten in this tournament. He's doing well in the Global Series rankings at the moment. He's in 7th, 848 points there for him. He's been to a number of tournaments, plays for Team Rogue now. And he was at the FIFA World Cup Grand Final last year. Yeah, and potentially we could be seeing back-to-back Rogue champions. MS Desari won it in London in December, and now we're back in December. I mean, back in January, back in London, I should say. Is it going to be another Rogue player? Is it going to be GoalMachine bringing home the bacon, so to say? Well, what a tight game it was against PSG Dax. The Tekkz did play earlier today to get him to this stage. Of course, he went 3-1 in Swiss-style format. Currently ranked #1 on those Global Series rankings. Top of the pile, 3,260 points this man has got, Richard, to his name. And he's certainly started this season so well for him. And, you know, there's no wonder why he's got, you know, the hype around him, because he's just playing a different style of FIFA that we haven't seen before. A fearless style as he comes forward in the attack now. Hullet has a shot. Ronaldo can leap up and maybe get over. No, he can't. Yeah, both of these two very, very direct. I think the stats that Mike and Tom were talking about with the passes against with Tekkz versus Dax. Dax had double the amount of passes, but he didn't have that many shots on goal, whereas Tekkz, on the other hand, I think he had about 280 passes. He had 15 shots, 12 on target. So you're looking at it, you're thinking, the way that he plays, very direct, very aggressive. He always goes forward, and that's very similar to GoalMachine. Here's GoalMachine now in his first attack of the game that we've seen. A nice scoop turn there to break away and open up a little pocket of space for him. But both these players, they love to score goals, Richard. You just see GoalMachine, how aggressive he is. Spamming offside trap there, getting his players up the pitch. So you've got to have a certain play style against Tekkz. I think the way that the Dax, you know, set himself up, you know, was keeping possession really well. I think 63% possession in that first game, and just didn't really let Tekkz have anything. You've got to be perfect. That's the only thing. When you're playing against Tekkz, if you're going in with a game plan and you're not just playing your generic style of play, you have to be perfect in that game plan. I think Dax just faltered a little bit at times, and that's where Tekkz did capitalise. If GoalMachine just plays this attacking sort of flavour that we know he can, thinking back to Manchester when he beat Gorilla last April, it was just an attacking game. And that's where he thrives, does GoalMachine. So I think last kind of the winter time, Tekkz was always known for playing out wide, playing down the lines. But then, working his way into the box. Exactly, but then with these new Team of the Years, I know he hasn't used many, he's just gone for the few basic upgrades, which a number of players have. It's going to be interesting to see how he might change his style of play. But I definitely think these Team of the Years have you know, shaken up a few players and changed the way they play slightly, because, you know, you've got Ronaldo that can leap a little bit higher than before, and you didn't have that many options in terms of players at this level, because you're not going to pick worse players when you're competing for Global Series ranking points, and you're competing for prize money. You're going to pick the best players to fit the best position to give you the best chance of winning. Now there's more players that fit into that mould with Team of the Year. Here's Tekkz now. Drag back, a few heel-to-heels in there as well. Another drag back. Something special there, and on the header is Pele. Just a lovely little sombrero flick there into the header from Pele. David De Gea between the sticks, equal to it. You can see how Tekkz is playing, their hands on the desk. So close to the screen. Everyone has a different preference of playing off the post there. Ronaldo leaps up. We spoke about how high this guy can jump. Look at the counter. And look at the space. Play him. He's through. What a chance this is. He's committed a few men forward. GoalMachine, fantastic chance. One-on-one with the keeper. Can he finish it? Yes, he can on the rebound. The keeper came out. Courtois made a kind of tackle attempt. Ball went out to the edge of the box, and Eusebio will just finesse that one into an open net. Yeah, lovely 1-2 from the corner from GoalMachine. Get in behind. It took a pretty heavy touch. Courtois, I should say, comes out. You see it here, slides the ball away, only as far as Eusebio. First time finesse, straight down the middle, and puts him into a 1-goal lead. That's how quickly this game can change. Inside 6 seconds, we've gone from Tekkz hitting the post to the ball being in his own net. Counter-attack-esque. No one was back for him, was it? It was just Cristiano Ronaldo and R9 that was going forward for GoalMachine. It was a simple stop and turn, player through ball, one-on-one. Had a heavy touch, and Lucky enough for him, the ball came back to him on the edge of the box, and he's not going to be missing that one. First goal falls to GoalMachine, who's still unbeaten in this tournament. I have to say, he went 3-0 in Swiss-style format. Alongside Dullen, Mike. The only two players to go unbeaten. Now Dullen not in the competition.
GoalMachine still is though, and leading that quarter-final, I believe, 6-4 victory against the Demon.
Vieira.
For GoalMachine that was. Tekkz beating Dax in his quarter-final.
Eusebio, oh, this is liquid football. Great save as well from Kaswala. Had to be a big save, had to grasp that ball well, and he definitely did. There we go, this is Tekkz now, straight down the other end. Can he play to the back post if he wants to? A ball roll. Drag back, edge of the box, Eusebio. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Take a bow, fantastic FIFA.
Really, really good FIFA. You thought the chance had been squandered a little bit when he went backwards with R9, but played it into Eusebio. Eusebio to CR7. Little square pass.
Still played it the other way as well with a finish.
And Pele goes across the goalkeeper into the bottom corner. Great finish on the 98 rated icon. And this game living up to the expectation thus far.
The speed of, just attacking straight at the other end, like the counter-attack, has been unbelievable from both players.
That's just from being some of the very best players right now in the world, but also just from sheer practice, from sheer grinding the game. Tekkz probably done that move 100, 200, 300 times on Weekend League, on qualifiers. He knows it's got a good success rate, and he's pulled it out there.
And it's no coincidence that these two are in the semi-final of another tournament when they're in the top 10 rankings on the Global Series. You spoke about it, we spoke about the debate about how many points will you need to get yourself to the playoffs. And the point you made, Richard, was that the same names are qualifying for events.
The same names are making finals. Nicholas, Tekkz, GoalMachine.
Here's Tekkz now, whips it across. Headed away by Maldini, then whip all the way back in again. The leap was there. And it's going to go into half-time. I'm interested to see how this game's been broken down, but it's been end-to-end FIFA.
Yeah, 2 shots, 2 on target for both of these. For GoalMachine, I should say. Slightly more for Tekkz. No rest for the wicked. Straight into the second half here.
Of course, we don't know who GoalMachine's playing for. Team Rogue playing alongside MS Dasari, the current world champion, and Nicholas Rajek, who wasn't actually at this event. A really good German FIFA pro.
I think he's qualified for all the majors, has Nicholas Rajek. He's not been as successful with the LQEs. Someone who has been successful with everything he's touched, though.
Any event.
Tekkz. 9 out of 9 in qualifying.
And of course, he's playing the EPL as well, looking to represent Liverpool.
I think he beat somebody by 20 goals the other day.
Just all going into place for him at the moment, isn't it? However, it's all about the trophy for him. It doesn't matter about the followers, the money, picking up the trophy.
That gratification of being the best.
However, GoalMachine isn't going to just let him walk past. He's done a fantastic job representing North America, Canada. Again, comes this event, representing the nation on his own. Obviously, other than Phil B that we've seen at other events, he'll be playing for Toronto.
Yeah, and if we were ever going to get maybe like a World Cup of FIFA, Canada would be very, very good. GoalMachine and Phil B probably taking the spots. What a team.
Still 1-1 in this one. There's still another leg to play as well. This is our last semi-final on Xbox. Then we'll go into the console finals, which at the moment you've got Lev Vinken against Nicholas 99 from FC Basel on PlayStation. On the Xbox side, you've got Resende waiting there for one of these two.
Ramos with a huge recovery tackle there, just lunging out and winning it. You see how GoalMachine wants to play right now. Very counter-attack-esque style of FIFA.
He has to. He has to play quick.
I think he's playing a 4-3-1-2 formation. He's GoalMachine.
He's got numbers forward now. Vieira. Back to Messi.
And it also looks like, I'm just trying to look at the team, it looks like Bergkamp has finally been dropped.
That is a very unlike GoalMachine thing. He loves Messi and he loves Bergkamp.
I'm not seeing him.
I can't see him in that starting team as well, Richard. I think he played a little bit yesterday. Everyone was saying that he stuck
played
to
in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, he stuck to his guns and played him. unless that is him there, I think that could be him. Back to goal. This is F2Tekkz. Fake shot into a shot. What a save! Wow.
Just bouncing over the crossbar.
I think that could be Bergkamp, number 9. Eusebio with a shot there and saved again by David De Gea. Oh no, it's R9 Ronaldo. Interesting to see if Mr. Bergkamp has been dropped then after you said what he played today as well.
I believe he played a little bit in the quarterfinals. Maybe just thinking semi-finals, I can't take that risk.
He just heard you and press pause. Is he subbing him on? We'll have to wait and see. But 2 chances in quick succession there for Tekkz. A great save from the keeper. R9 there.
Good roulette there in the box as well. That unpredictability, you've got to be so on edge when you're playing against Tekkz. You have to be switched on.
Oh, lovely fake shot. Ball roll. Back to the edge of the box. Well done, intercepted there by Vieira. Waiting for a pause, his goal machine. Just a few fresh legs for the last 20 in-game minutes here. Maybe to push himself forward, to get himself a goal. It's been an end-to-end game, as I'll say again. Can't really separate the two. They've both had good chances. Hullet, balls fell back to him. Quite fortunate there with a shot, and nobody stopping that. A rifle, a rocket, I should say.
Yeah, got quite fortunate. There did goal machine with the Hullet pass. He passed it off, and it just rebounded very, very kindly back to Hullet. Put into Messi on the edge of the box. Timed into the top corner. No stopping that. Yeah, you see the starting lineup there. Eusebio, Hullet, Vieira, Messi, Ronaldo, and Ronaldo.
And maybe he's just had
to bite the bullet.
Maybe he's had a second choice of the change he's going to make though. But what a rocket that was into the top hand corner there. Fantastic. Now we're going to see a change.
Look at the defensive play style here from goal machine. Switched into a 4-2-3-1. Drop back.
And there's a man that seems very cool, calm, and composed. I'm sure he's been
very
watching
relaxed
these
right now, isn't
games
he?
as well. We'll be wondering who he will be facing in the console final. Obviously, he is through after a fantastic game. And then you've got Jeremy Lynch, who seems nice and chilled there, watching his boy there. Currently needs to get himself a goal, needs to get back in it. Still another leg to do. Got a little bit fortunate of the rebound, but what a finish from Goal Machine. So well there with Messi.
Yeah, some placement, you just can't stop it, even if you went the right way. With the amount of power on that from Messi, the placement to perfection from Messi. 15 minutes there or thereabouts in this first leg.
It was a tight game against Dax compared to, the quarterfinals
that we usually see.
The quarterfinal that Goal Machine had as well.
Yeah, and just thinking of some of Tekkz results, you're seeing 6-5.
You've seen he's averaging 6 goals a leg it was before.
Yeah.
Now that number's slightly dropped coming into today because, it's been a tougher oppositions for him to play. It's going to fall out for the corner there for him. Play short to Ronaldinho, just runs straight into to Messi there, the goal scorer.
He's already scored from a counter-attack from a corner. Just trying to force it down the line to Mbappe, that fresh Team of the Year Mbappe.
He's going to be hungry, and he's got the legs in him as well, just the run forward, he's got the sprint speed.
It's like he's just been shot out of a cannon, Mbappe, with how quick he can get in behind.
Ronaldinho now. Through to Hullet, back to Ronaldo again. Hullet's going to switch it all the way across. And then Vieira, a heavy touch there. It's really, 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 though, this is just ping-pong FIFA. It's just, I'll have it, then you have it. Very quick game styles, very quick play styles, I should say. Mbappe dragged back, faked it, went back the normal way he was going. Mbappe's fresh as well, remember. Ball roll to the edge of the box. This is Hullet. Can he find Messi on the finesse? What a save off the bar. No, it's in. Just about somehow in the end. Tekkz can't believe it either.
That's all from a slide tackle. Tekkz committed with a slide tackle. He brought him out of position. And now you're looking at it.
It's all business for Goal Machine. Look how focused this man is. Laser focus there. I thought he missed it. It was this kind of save onto the bar, and then the rebound was so close to being blocked, and in the end it's gone in.
And a little bit of a celebration as well from Goal Machine. Good finesse. Bounces off the bar, and Ronaldo getting in there before Courtois. Shake of the head from Tekkz. He knows he's been quite unlucky there, but 2-goal cushion right now for Goal Machine, and 92 SBC. Gareth Bale coming on as well. I'm quite familiar with him myself. I did commit to the SBC.
You did, yeah. I saw there was a lot of speculation. Someone found him on the concept squad. And it was just like, who is this guy? I know you were hyping about him, saying, is he going to make a return, Richard? He did make a return.
What a player he is.
And I know you're a big fan. He's, he's tall, he's got the strength as well, he's got the pace about him.
He's got a fantastic left foot as well.
However, 2 goals are needed. Whatever you do, Tekkz, do not concede again going into the second leg, or at least get yourself a goal back. Ronaldo. See Eric and try and hold the ball up and trying to find a way through. Defensively, though, it's always a press with 2 players there on the edge. You can see Vieira doing a great job. But going forward, it's been great, GoalMachine. Yeah,
very, very good. GoalMachine in that final third, he's been quite direct in his through balls, a lot of threaded through balls outside the full-backs, playing into the space that Tekkz is leaving, but sometimes you've got to play direct.
There's a chance for him. Ronaldinho. I thought maybe he'd just have a shot with Ronaldo on the first instance. We saw some of the goals he scored in the last game. He just played into the box and just went for a simple finesse. Not really getting that space though on the edge of the box, I'd say, this time. So he can't really do that because look, everyone's out. The CDM, or the CDM, the centre defensive midfielder, I want to say, is doing a fantastic job there. But half-time in the legs, you have to say. GoalMachine 3-1 up against F2Tekkz there. It's not job done yet, Richard, but 2 goals up and he's looking confident.
Yeah, he's looking very confident, and he's been a winner through the entire tournament as GoalMachine. He's yet to suffer a defeat. Has the Canadian, a little bit of a chat potentially between the 2 players.
I know they're good friends, of course.
He's got his headphones in, he's switched on, and you see the stats there at half-time. Tekkz had the possession in his favour. GoalMachine, not the great passing accuracy, didn't have a lot of possession at all, but when he got chances, he took them. 5 shots, 5 on target, 3 goals.
That's what you said, Richard. When you play against Tekkz, when you play against the best of the best, when you get a chance, everything has to be perfect there. We got very fortunate there with the ball falling back to the edge of the box, but when you get a chance, take it against the best. You saw 5 shots, 5 on target.
Yeah, when you're playing against someone like Tekkz, you've got to be very, very switched on, but you've also got to have a little bit of luck. And all 3 of his goals did have a slice of luck in them. That was the second there, Hully getting the bounce back. This one bounced off the crossbar, Ronaldo straight in front of Courtois, and that's going to set him up in a great position. 3 goals to 1 coming into this second leg.
I'm going to say his second goal though was fantastic, Richard. It was a thunderbolt from Messi there, but the other 2 you would possibly say did get a little bit fortunate there, but if the luck's on your side and you get a chance to finish it, who's going to be the one to turn that down? I think it'd be quite stupid if you did. Yeah,
you're not going to shake a finger at it, are you? You're going to take it. You're going to say thank you. I'll move on, and hopefully I can get that same sort of look coming into the second leg, because Tekkz is going to come out now. He's going to come out attacking. He's going to come out direct. If he can get an early goal in this game, could throw a cat amongst the pigeons in terms of GoalMachine's mental side of the game. But GoalMachine is not a rookie. He knows how to perform at this level. It was at the grand final, something Tekkz can't say he was. Tekkz had a good year last year. He won Barcelona. He placed well in a couple of events. Was he at the biggest tournament of the year? No, GoalMachine was. So coming into this year now, FIFA 19, Tekkz has been by far the best player this year. Is he going to be able to carry it on coming into 2019? That's the question.
Exactly. The first person that we saw stop him, though, it was in December, and it was MS Desari here in London, of course, at the Gfinity Arena, which is going to be hosting quite a few FIFA events this year, we should say. But if you're wondering what these guys are playing for, it's obviously an LQE, so obviously a smaller prize pot here, not as many Global Series ranking points up for grabs. 850 of them, though, still to the 2 players that make it to the cross-console final. AK, the best PlayStation player and the best Xbox player will pick up those points. And the points are what these events are more about. A number of pros come to these. You're still picking up $8,750 if you win it, which isn't bad money at all for a weekend's work. But it's all about the points. It's all about the points. When you get to these events, because the points in this competitive structure at the moment with the Global Series it's about getting to the playoffs, and it's about getting to the grand final.
Yeah, points win prizes in this game. Points win placements. It's as simple as that. If you finish in the top 16 after the playoffs, you will be going into the grand final. 16 on Xbox, 16 on PlayStation 4. GoalMachine still very much switched on, still in his zone. And I'm looking forward to this second leg. Much anticipated second leg. I'll be guaranteed there'll be a lot of people watching online in the Twitch chat, commenting on Twitter right now about this game and about this second leg coming up.
Do you think it's like one of those things that, look at the likes of GoalMachine that's come all the way from Canada. He's flown over. He's hours of traveling, hours of preparation to come to. You kind of have to give something.
If you're going out 0-3, you're going home. You've got, what, a 12-hour flight back home. You're thinking, why did I even bother? Why did I even bother coming? I'm not going out 0-3. That's just not how I'm doing it. Look at Nicholas, for example. I like to take this into consideration. He's travelling thousands of miles. If he's travelling millions, he's going to Sun. He's travelling thousands of miles to compete at these events. He wants to go on and put a performance because he's not going for anything. This is his job. That's like him getting on the train and going to work every morning. He's getting on the plane and he's going to work. That's what he's doing. It's not a holiday. Potentially, you're looking forward. Is Resende looking at GoalMachine right now and thinking, have I got something to worry about? It looks pretty relaxed on the screen right there.
He is probably just updating his followers. I'm through to the console final there. You know, I've guaranteed myself some points. You know, I would love to go all the way and pick up, you know, the big 850 and of course the 8,000 plus US dollars for this event, and obviously the trophy as well. You know, for getting that far and the respect that does come with that. However, you know, we're not saying that, you know, the UK players maybe, or the ones that live just around the corner from these events, you know, don't care as much. But it's when you do the extra bit of travelling. It's just the extra like sentimental value that you kind of have to really go for. You know, look at a player like MS Desari and stuff. He thrives in London. Like, you know, he travels miles to get here, and you know, it's just a superstition that we sometimes look into, and sometimes, you know, you got to believe in it at times.
Yeah, you do. So we're coming into this pivotal half of FIFA right now. We're coming into the second leg. We had a little bit of a break there. I think Tekkz just went to get his thoughts, recompose himself as we come into this second leg. Kickoff is underway. 3-1 GoalMachine leads right now.
If you didn't know already, F2Tekkz taking from left to right in that Liverpool home strip. And then Rogue GoalMachine, of course. Rogue's kits in the game, a number of esports kits are in FIFA Ultimate Team now, which is a great addition. It was only like 6 or 7 last year, now there's
double figures.
Yeah, so many more. 2 goals needed though for Tekkz. I'm sure he won't beat around the bush. He knows what to do. But GoalMachine, hang in there, build on it. I don't think you're probably going to need to score at least another 1 or 2 just to ensure the confidence is there. However, there's a long, long way before we find out who will be joining M10 Resende in the Xbox console final.
I'm expecting to see quite a tentative start out of these 2 players. The first goal is huge. If GoalMachine gets it, we've seen Tekkz do massive comebacks in the past, but question marks about it this time. Good goalkeeper movement from Tekkz, just to move him across 3 yards and watch the finesse shot. If Tekkz gets the first goal, I think we are going to see one of those Tekkz comebacks potentially unveil in front of our very eyes over the next 12 minutes.
But still, no Birdcam, Richard. He's
been dropped.
Everyone was hyping up about him yesterday, saying that he sticks with him. You know, he's a big fan of him. He's always, as I said, a big fan of Messi and Birdcam in his team. That were players that I'm talking about that he used last year, and he was always known for maybe using a different choice of player. I remember it was Alessandrini and Lozano.
They brought on Lozano, Alessandrini as super subs, yeah.
And his words were, I use these players to FUT champions at home when that was the way to qualify. And, you know, they performed for me, so why not am I going to, you know, involve them in these competitions? However, Messi's got that team of the year, and I can understand why he's going to be sticking in there or playing a lot more regularly for him. And the Birdcam obviously just pushed out with the quality that's come through the doors. Yeah,
if you think of almost levels in FIFA right now in terms of the players in the game, you've got this top level where you've got real good prime icons and team of the year players. I'd probably say Birdcam falls in the one underneath that, like mid to good tier icons and good players. It just doesn't break into that top elite level of players.
There's the finesse, and that is the first chance of the game, Richard. Sorry to cut you short, but Pele, I think that's the difference. What I was saying last game is that, you know, we saw Tekkz do this 2 or 3 times, just edge of the box, makes it look simple, play it in, finesse it straight away. However, last game he couldn't do that.
That's just the way that a lot of the goals go in this year, that finesse from edge of the box, you roll it into his feet, and then you hit it straight away. Sometimes you time, sometimes you don't have to time it. Pele there, killing it into the top corner, and
kind of muscle memory, isn't it?
That goal that we were talking about, it's gone Tekkz's way. How's that going to affect the landscape of this game?
Vieira to Ronaldo. Really nice stuff as Eusebio is going to come forward, but only 1 goal behind now is GoalMachine, unless he can get forward now. Try to, it's going to be a penalty as well.
That's harsh.
I think the difference was he just pulled out some sort of skill move there, Richard, that got his legs in a tangle. And then Vieira, unfortunately this time, you could just see kind of pull something out, but it looked like a harsh one, to be honest with you. It looked very harsh.
If I would have been conceding that penalty, I'd be annoyed right now.
Up steps GoalMachine now. Which way he's going to go? Goes right and scores.
Good penalty from GoalMachine. And that 2-goal cushion has been reinstated. Cristiano Ronaldo from the penalty spot, making no mistake for the Canadian. Goes right. Nice height for the goalkeeper, but he sent him the wrong way.
One of those ones. You just scored a goal as well, Tekkz, to bring up the spirit, lift the spirits, I should say, and
it's been knocked back
get
down.
himself going, but it was a tough penalty to take, to be fair.
Goal for the visitors, number 7.
Tangle the legs and referee blew, and it was going to be a chance for GoalMachine to restore his 2-goal lead, and he did. Vieira to Eusebio, back to Ronaldo again there, couldn't find a way through. It's be an aggressive attack now from Tekkz. He knows he needs to score goals, but GoalMachine, everything's just falling into place for him. It's the exact same surroundings for him as he left the first game. Still 2 goals up, 4-2 up on aggregate. I remember that every single chance that GoalMachine had last game, he did put it on target. It was 100% shot accuracy, which you don't always kind of rarely see sometimes. Oh, lovely fake shot, lovely goal.
It's a really good goal. It's a really, really good goal from GoalMachine. Little fake shot, shifts it onto his right foot, R9, and then just powered into the bottom left corner.
And you know, we said he's had a little bit of fortune down a few goals, but there's nothing fortunate about that. To go right, open up a pocket of space, and to put it into the left bottom corner, all you can say is unbelievable finish.
Just thinking you're holding a controller right now, to be able to have the quickness and the wherewithal to do that, to input a fake shot and then input the shot, it's remarkable.
Kyle Walker. And the goal lead is by 3 goals now. If he was confident, now he's even more so. 5-2 up on aggregate, Richard. Ronaldo. Back to Messi now. Can he drive forward? But that's probably not how he would have wanted to start these opening 30 minutes, Richard.
Worst possible start for F2Tekkz right now. Trailing by 3 goals, but he has got it in him to get back into this game. We've seen it before. We saw that fantastic comeback against Gorilla in Bucharest.
Play the one more. Play it out wide if you can. Pele outside the boot. Great save, De Gea.
He's got to keep it in and stop the corner as well. Here's GoalMachine.
Very composed at the back. Always just lost out. Can the keeper get there? Yes, he can. He can just calm it down and slowly move himself into half-time. Still plenty of time for a comeback here for Tekkz. We know how many goals this guy can score. I'll say it again and again. In Swiss style, went 3-1, but he was scoring goals for fun. But it's how GoalMachine can keep Tekkz away and defend and counter everything that he's trying to do. Here's a chance for him, back to goal. Cristiano, again, a great save. It was timed, it was green. Corner comes in now, front post is there, Ronaldo's there, and a goal at a perfect time for him.
Yeah, he got in front of him at the near post. I think it was Hullet, the closest man to him. Ronaldo just jumps over it. Well, interesting to see the replay right now. So it is number 12, Marcelo. There's only one winner in that, and it's going to be the man from Madeira, Cristiano Ronaldo, winning the header.
It's kind of a goal just to say, you're not running away from me with this scoreline.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Maldini. To Kyle Walker. It was an important goal as well, Richard, especially in the context of this game. You know, if it went 4-0 down on aggregate, it's going to be a bit more of a mountain to climb, isn't it? Only 2 goals now. It's important that if it stays at a difference, it stays at least 2 goals heading into the second half. GoalMachine's got other ideas, though, of Messi. Hill to hill or 2. If anything, wants to get him on that left foot.
Still managed to get hold of the ball somehow as Messi.
And Rafael Varane can drive forward, and it'll be the last attack of this half. 45 in-game minutes will be left in the second leg before we decide who will be in the Contour final. And Temra Sende's in there after an amazing performance against Tim Latka.
Ronaldo's going to win that.
For the first time, Richard? No. Rafael Varane will instead. Serbia down the line to R9. Can he whip it in? Has he got the chance? No, he can't. He's going to have a drag back instead. Played short to Vieira. Last attack, literally, of the half. Can he do something with it? Pele. Deflection. Out for a corner. The added time of 3 minutes have been played to the front post again. Off the post. On the rebound off the ball.
What is happening?
Heroic defending. You can see the reaction in Tekkz there. How on earth has he kept that out?
How has that not gone in? It's bounced off the post. It bounced off the crossbar.
I'm sure GoalMachine just jammed any button on those controller there just to throw someone in front of that. That was so close.
More rebounds than a game of air hockey right there.
And we can see the reaction again from that. Look at
This is a reaction from Tekkz.
He doesn't know what happened. It's got like an automatic kind of like reaction from Cristiano Ronaldo there to follow the shot up straight away with his knee, I think it was. And if it's a second later, if even a half a second later, that's going in.
We'll put down some heroic defending on the line.
And now into the second half.
He's in behind Messi.
That could have been only 1 goal behind if that went in as well, but you can't think about that, you can't dwell on it because he won't get that chance back. He'll have to go and create another one.
Yeah, what I like from GoalMachine, he's still playing the exact same way we're playing in minute 10 of the first leg when it was 0-0. Still using the offside trap, still using the same formation.
Vieira to Hullet.
I think he could have switched into a 4-2-3-1, in fact, to try and see the second half out.
Can he win the flick on? Yes, he can.
He's won it again as well, Eusebio.
Eusebio's making that run down the line if he can find it. No, he can't. He's going to wait until it's a better option for him, and I don't blame him for that. Going to play back to Cristiano. Yes, he is. This is good from GoalMachine. I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Richard. You know, he doesn't need to change anything. Keeping the way he plays, knows how he plays. He's still in front by 2 goals, which, you know, that scoreline could be crushed. We saw how close Resende was to throwing it away against Imlatka when he was 4-0 up, went 4-3 at one point. Even had us feeling a little bit nervous for Resende there, but pulled it back, got himself a penalty right at the end, and then ensured that he would win his game 5-3. Then obviously Lev Vinken had a crazy game against Andoni. That went to penalties, and he's in the console final against Nicholas, who just blew away Houston. You know, you don't often say that. Houston scores a lot of goals, and in the end he won 5-1.
Yeah, the most fascinating thing about that is Houston scored 1 goal in 2 legs. It came down backstage and he just said, the man's just too good. The man is just so good at defending. He shut me out completely. And that's something that you don't often see from Houston, to
sit back and have that,
score
actually, yeah.
more than 1 goal in 2 games of FIFA. Nicholas, that is a remarkable stat, and I think going into that final, he's full of confidence against Lev. But Lev, he's no pushover. He's a fantastic player. So that PS4 final is going to be really, really fascinating to watch, as well as the Xbox final as well. At the minute, it's going to be GoalMachine facing Resende in that final on the Xbox, unless Tekkz in the next third, the final third of this game, can score 2 goals to take us to extra time. 4-2-2.
It would be, but I think Neymar's been introduced for GoalMachine. That's the only change there. And Steven Gerrard, I believe.
Yep, and Ronaldinho.
He's going to be involved. Obviously, there's a lot of trust in him for doing that.
Channel is in a Gerrard right now.
Can the Liverpool hero?
He's pulled Liverpool out of many holes in the past.
Let's see, Richard. Last 13 game minutes here, then we'll know who our final 4 of the competition are. 32 came, 16 left the competition yesterday, 16 got underway in knockouts today. And then we'll be down to the last 4, 2 on each console, 2 console finals, then the big cross-console final where the prize money's at. Here we go, F2Tekkz, Mbappe, gonna go for a finesse, gonna take a little deflection there, and fell to Ronaldinho, and he just put it wide. So close from him.
Channel is in Istanbul with Gerrard on the pitch. Can the lifelong Liverpool fan provide us with something?
All I want, honestly, is him just to score a 30-yarder with Gerrard and it being an important goal. So I can just release that commentary line. We'll have to wait and see.
Good possession from GoalMachine. Trying to kill off any threat at the minute.
This is so good from GoalMachine as well. Happy to keep the ball.
Look at the press from Tekkz.
He has to, doesn't he? He has to come out and play. There's Gerrard straight involved. Look at the ongoing run. Vieira just doing enough there. Lunging out, getting a touch on the ball.
There's only problem when you've got constant pressure and you're pressing this high up the pitch.
Play
There's
it.
going to be gaps in behind.
Play one more if he can. GoalMachine, this is... Oh, he just did
Took
so
it wide.
well, the deflection there to take it away from him, did Tekkz. Just recycle it for him. Let that clock tick down and say, as long as I've got the ball, you're going to be causing me no problems at all. However, he's lost it again. Pause cue by GoalMachine. He's not happy with something. Or just wants to alter the way he's playing, maybe some fresh legs and a new midfielder to come on.
CR7's making that run down the line. He's going to try and hit him.
Can he play it? Can he play
Messi's in.
Messi? Yes, he can. Can he play back inside? You're probably going to think doesn't need to.
Marcelo and Maldini together. Doing enough to keep this game still alive.
Ronaldo to Ronaldinho. Play inside if he can. Doesn't need to get round the right side of his man. Maldini saying, no, I'm not giving up at all there. Trying to chase him down. Everyone's just being dispossessed at the moment in the final third.
Eusebio's making a run down the line if he decides to play him.
Plays inside instead. And Neymar back to the
So
man.
frantic right now, this
Everyone's
game.
panicking. Mbappe's turn. Oh, great save De Gea. The pressure's now on GoalMachine, and now he's got his pause.
Both of these players giving away possession at pivotal times. It's very frantic right now, this game. You see Bergkamp on the bench there for GoalMachine. Is Messi going to come off as well? Maybe for Bale. Is it going to be Kante coming on? So it looks like
Mbappe
he is
will be
still
involved.
in that 4-2-3-1. Mbappe coming on. It's an interesting substitution because on that left-hand side, that's where that run was from Eusebio, in behind. Now you've got Mbappe. He's going to have the pace to get on that run with and also fatigued Marcelo.
Let's see if those changes can make an impact for him. Gerrard there went for I think it was a cross or either a finesse, one of the two. Varane to Hullet. 2 goals needed for Tekkz still. Steven Gerrard tried it from there, why not?
Yeah, on his weak foot as well. Not going to trouble David De Gea from that sort of angle.
He's not going to get many more chances now. Is Tekkz, when he needs to attack as well. He's got Mbappe on. Neymar's only recently come on as well. He's got a lot of energy to burn, and especially in that final third when he can run to a number of threaded through balls. It's been a great performance from GoalMachine. Scored some great goals in there.
Is that a corner?
When he's needed to step up, he has as well. And all these little things that are falling in his way, the corner there, to slow it down. Now he's just lost out possession there, needs to get straight back in the face of his opponent. If he gets 2 goals back here, it's going to be amazing. No easy task though, the way that GoalMachine is defending.
He's defending really well, he's keeping his composure, he's keeping possession really well. That's a heavy touch from De Gea.
An awful heavy touch from him as well. Just don't panic here for Tekkz. That's the key thing. Eusebio, a drag back. The important thing there is to stay so calm for GoalMachine. Ensure that his keeper gets back, and now he's in for a huge chance
Kill off
here.
the game.
Neymar recently subbed on, trying to hold the ball up. Instead he was back to Messi. Scoop turn. Vieira now back to Hullet again. I think it's over. 2 goals now will be too little too late. GoalMachine has done it. And I'm sure the whole of North America will be behind him as well. Ronaldo to conclude it. Yes, it is. Put his name in that final. He'll be up against M10 Resende. And what a 2 legs of FIFA it's been for that man.
Yeah, game, set and match. He got quite a big slice of luck in the first leg with some of the goals that he was scoring. But in that second leg, when he's had the chances, he's taken them. And F2Tekkz will be knocked out of the competition in the semi-final to the hands of his friend, GoalMachine. Great performance from the man from Rogue. And now we're going to get back-to-back Rogue champions in London.
So, obviously, MS Desari picking up the FUT Champions Cup win in December, and then GoalMachine still unbeaten. That's the point we've got to talk about. For all those players that went through and were unbeaten, the only 2 left are Nicholas and, more importantly, GoalMachine. Congratulations to that man. Friends off the pitch, and that's what it's all about, the sportsmanship at the end of the day. GoalMachine goes through, and he's going to be up against M10 Resende Richard. What a game.
Really good performance from GoalMachine as well. He kept his composure, he kept mature when he needed to. He saw out the game, and he's going through to the final to face M10 Resende.
He is indeed. Well, that is it, guys. We've gone from 32 down to the last 4. And without further ado, let's throw it back over to the desk